guys, this is Panda Life. Now, I had a lot of questions asked from me about what kind of beginner bike should they get. You know, whenever I got my bike the first time and started riding around and stuff, you know, my friends would always ask me, what bike would you suggest? What bike would you suggest? And I'm passing the sheriff. Anyways, well, I got two bikes when I first started. It was a Ninja 250 and the Ninja 650. At first I was kind of worried that maybe the Ninja 650 would be too much for me when I first started. You know, from what I read online, it showed up as an intermediary bike. And, you know, Ninja 250 as a beginner bike. But what I also read is that a lot of people grew out the Ninja 250. So, well, I happened to find a pretty good deal on Craigslist for the Ninja 250. And also a pretty good one for the Ninja 650, so, you know, I ended up buying both, right? Well, I'll tell you, I ended up riding my Ninja 650 probably 95% of the time. The other bike, the Ninja 250, got sat in my garage, and you know, the other 5%, the 95%, I rarely ever rode it around. And there's a couple things that you guys should consider. Maybe the 650 may not be for you, even though I was okay starting with it. Most importantly is your ability. You'll know if you're in Texas, you have to take the motorcycle course before you can get a license. So you'll kind of know how well you're riding and stuff. So you end up picking up 250 if you're kind of, you know, having a hard time, you struggle through the course. And if you did really well, you might be able to get the Ninja 650 or Ninja 600, even 1,000, you know. I know some people that has done that and they were fine. So that's one thing you have to consider is your riding ability. And I think that's probably the most important because that's going to affect your safety. Number two is your price range, because obviously you can't afford that 1400cc Super Sports, even if you had great riding ability. But if you only have $2,000 in the bank, how are you going to get yourself a 1400cc Super Sports bike? So obviously that's going to affect your decision making and help you narrow down what you're going to be looking for. The other thing I would say that's also important to consider is how much power are you going to need? Are you going to be commuting with your bike from and to work? And if so, are you going to be traveling on the highway? Because if you are, I would probably go with the 650 or the 600, depending on how you want to ride. The other thing is you're going to need more power if you're going to be getting in and out of the highway. Like in Texas, you know, our highway goes up to 75 miles an hour, and that's the speed limit. So people are driving on the highway 85 miles an hour, and you're on this little 250 trying to make your way up to that speed. You're putting yourself at risk by having a lack of power because you can't get out of the way. You can't speed up and move out of the way. Also, very importantly, are you going to be wanting to keep this bike, or do you plan on outgrowing it? Because you plan on keeping the bike for a long period of time, even though you're buying this as your first bike. Probably start with the 600 or the 650, because you will probably outgrow the 250. I recommend if you're driving in the suburban area, so if you're in the city like Austin or LA, where you're going like 10 miles, 30 miles, 35, 40, 45, 50 miles an hour, you know, occasionally 60, 65, dropping back down. You know, 250, a 300 would be fine. That's my opinion, guys. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. And please subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Alright, I think that'll conclude for this episode. Y'all have a good one, guys.